I'm here at MetLife Stadium with Connor Hughes. And Connor, we're here, game being played, first preseason game. But let's be realistic. This was all about the rookies.
Yeah, and I think one particularly stood out to me. It was running back Braelon Allen. And Jeane, we've been talking about him dating back to OTAs, mini camp, training camp. But for a running back, it's one thing to do it when the defenders can't tackle you and all they can do is tap you on the shoulder. And it's another thing to do it in an actual game where they're bringing you to the ground. And 6 carries, 54 yards, 9 a carry. Average for Allen, and specifically on 2 of his longer runs, lowering his shoulder and initiating contact. And we can talk a lot about Aaron Rodgers. We can talk a lot about Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I think the fact is that this Jets offense this year, it's going to run through Breece Hall.
Literally.
But if they want to have Breece Hall throughout the duration of this season, they're going to need to spell him at times. And last year, the year before, when Hall came off the field, there was a drop-off in production. I don't necessarily know with Allen if there's going to be a significant drop-off. He's not the home run hitter that Breece is, but he's a pretty damn good runner. I think we've seen that here, and he's more than capable of carrying the load and certainly spelling the player the Jets believe has all-pro potential in Hall.
And Breece actually said they're going to be called Thunder and Thunder, not Thunder and Lightning, which I think is perfect. All right, let's talk about the starters. Only one starter actually started today, Joe Tippmann.
Yeah, and Robert Saleh said after the game that this had nothing to do with the snapping problems that Tippmann's had before. He's a young player in his second season, so he wanted to get him reps. Janae. Had to do with the snapping problems. So I think what was good to see is when he worked with Tyrod Taylor, there were no snapping problems. We talked to Tippmann in the locker room after the game. He said he believes he's worked through that, and it won't be a problem moving forward.
All right, let's talk about the second-year guy, Will McDonald.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of him today.
He did. He got out there. He made one highlight play. We know what Will can do as a pass rusher, and specifically with his agility and finesse. Ridiculous spin move that he put on a Washington offensive lineman to get into the backfield and put a hit on the quarterback. Was a roughing the passer because apparently he put his body weight on. I mean, this is the NFL in today's world.
Isn't everything a pass?
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. Now, I will say that I still have some issues with Will McDonald as a run player against the run. But if in the Jets' perfect world, they're not going to need him against the run because they're going to have Michael Clemens on one side, Jermaine Johnson on the other, and the 2 pretty good defensive tackles in Kinlaw and Quinn Williams in the middle. They're only going to use Will McDonald in pass rushing situations, very similar to what they used Bryce Huff in. And I think that McDonald's more than capable of putting some pressure on the quarterback in that role.
Connor, I can't believe we're back here at MetLife Stadium and it's not raining.
I know, right? Yeah, I got soaked the last time.